We were allowed to send 2 official representatives to the recognition ceremony, and we invited Mr. Blacklocke to attend. In addition to being our 5th grade teacher, Mr. Blacklocke is the head of our School Improvement Committee, and this committee works very hard in our accreditation year to put the documents together and all the evidence and work with different committees. So we felt he well deserved this honor to be with us in Washington. So it's my pleasure to introduce now Mr. Frank Blacklocke.
Thank you, Dr. Gagne, for not only inviting me to speak this morning, but having me accompany you to Washington, D.C. It was quite an honor. Listening to the national anthem, I felt a little bit like Tom Brady standing on the sidelines waiting for the Super Bowl to start. I said, I didn't look like him, I felt like him. It's definitely an honor. Good morning, everybody! Good morning! Dr. Gagne came up to me and said, I'd like for you to give a few remarks about being a Blue Ribbon School. And all the kids are going to wear blue and sing, and I'm thinking to myself, blue? I don't know if I have a lot of blue clothing to wear to something like this, but I'll try to work something. Another conversation I had with Dr. Gagne a few years ago, when she first came to CTK, I was leaving CTK. I was going to start another chapter of my life, and there was a very unfortunate passing of Mrs. Mislin during that summer, and I got a phone call from Dr. Gagne, and she said, would you consider coming back to CTK? And I paused, and I thought, and I said, can you give me a day to think about it? Because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do the rest of my life. So I went to my computer, and I sat down and I had this screensaver that has inspirational quotes on the screensaver. And I looked at the screensaver, and it said, in the end, we only regret the things we didn't do. And that hit me like a ton of bricks. So I thought about it some more, and then I did what every middle-aged American man does. I called my mom. And I said, Mom, here's what's going on. What should I do? And she said, Frankie? My mom said, Frankie, you know what I always tell you? Everything happens for a reason. So that sealed it for me, and here I am today, and I'm a member of a Blue Ribbon School, and I couldn't be happier about it. One of the things that was talked about during the Blue Ribbon Conference, a very powerful, inspirational speaker said to us, challenged us, what is our signature? What is the signature of our school? What does it look like? My signature is not very nice, and I have terrible handwriting. That wasn't the message. He wasn't talking about our literal signature. He was talking about what one word defines your school. What one word? And it was easy for me, because the one word that defines CTK is family. We are a family. That's why I'm back here. We're more than a school. We're a family. We look out for each other. We are a school of hugs. Maybe not physical hugs all the time, but there are more ways than just physical hugs to show a hug. And I'll give you a couple examples. I give book talks in 5th grade. And I have some 5th graders over there who would, if they had the money, pay me a lot of money not to have to get up there and give a book talk, because they're nervous. They don't want to do it. And I say to them, you know what? It's better to get over your fear of talking in front of people in 5th grade than when you're 25 years old. So we're going to do it now, and then you're going to shine when you're 25 years old. So the nervous ones got up there and did a great job, and the hug came from the other 5th grade students who gave a thundering round of applause to these kids that they know were nervous. I didn't have to tell them that. That's a hug. Teachers at Christ the King School. when we have students who are struggling and we're looking for new strategies to help them, and we're lost, we don't know what to do, we go to each other, and without hesitation, teachers in this building stand up and say, here, I have this will work, try this. That's a hub, and that's why we're a Blue Ribbon School, because these are the kind of things that we do. As Dr. Gagne said a few minutes ago, the most important thing is not what we did. The most important thing is, what's our next? What's the next thing we're going to do at CTK? And for me, I think it is to accept our challenges. And we have lots of challenges. All schools have lots of challenges. In the Catholic Church, we often talk about the table of life. We are all welcome to the table of life. The altar that is the community, that is Christ the King School. Well, not only are we welcome to the table of life, but we are needed at the table of life. We need people to come to the table of life. All of you that are here are people who support this school, and I see your faces, and I see you here all the time. We need more. We need more. We need everyone in the CTK community to come to the table of life. Challenges are not easy. I remember when I was a child, I was an altar boy at Christ Our King Catholic Church in South Carolina. And my pastor would come up to me and he would say, what are you praying about these days? I said, Father, I'm praying for an easy math test Friday. And he said, don't pray for an easy one. Pray to God to give you the strength to conquer your challenges, not to make them easy. And sometimes all of us may feel God is being hard on us. He doesn't love us. The truth is, as many leaders have said, God loves you too much to leave you the way you are. God is constantly calling us to do more. So, in closing, I leave you this prayer that I say often. Always pray to have eyes that see the best, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and also, most importantly, the faith that you will never lose. God bless CTK, and fittingly today, God bless the United States of America. Thank you.